Hey there, students and your adults. It's Mr. Matthews in the art room, and we are done with week 3 of school. That's right, week 3's flown by. Art 3 class has been working on logos. They've been crushing it, working really hard. Art 2 students have been working on trying to draw realistically, and they've been getting better every single day with ever drawing. And Art 1 has been working with rule of thirds and how to make a nice composition. So if you are an adult in one of these students' lives, please ask them about the project that they're working on. Something to ask them about is how they're dealing with struggling with trying something new or difficult. See how they're feeling about that. Maybe giving them some solutions from your own life about how you try and have to persevere or try something different. And maybe it was a struggle for you, but once you tried and maybe tried again and tried again, you got better at it. And then it became something you actually like doing. That might help them. The other thing I want to say to all my students, for the students who arrived to class on time, I really appreciate it. There have been a few of you that have been straggling in after the bell rings. I am just assuming that it has to do with locker issues at the moment. But next week we need to get better at being on time so we can just get into work and get done. Speaking of week 3, I have grades in the grade book for y'all. How cool is that? We've been doing projects. For example, Art 1 took some notes and they wrote down the notes in Google Classroom. There's a picture. They wrote it down in the sketchbook in the correct page so they can use this sketchbook on any tests in the future. Then they took a picture of it, turned it in. Almost 90% of that class has turned in this assignment. Now, I am waiting for the first class to turn in every assignment and then just have zeros, like there's nothing left to do in the grade book because I've got them all graded. That's going to be a special day and I'll do something special for that class. So if you want that special thing, try to turn in all your assignments. That'd be great. All assignments need a picture of what you did. So if it's a cheat sheet like this, you take a picture of it on Google Classroom, turn it into that assignment that needs a cheat sheet, and then you press turn in, and then you press turn in again so I can see it, because if you don't press turn in again twice, then it just stays there in your side of the world, and I don't get to see it. You can see your grades in Parent View and Student View, which is links in the email. Click on it, sign in with your information, and you can see anything. If you have a 4, that assignment is completely done. You don't have anything to do on it. If you have a 3, there's just a little bit more to do. If you have a 2, there's half or more to do. And if you have a 1, really there's no evidence of you starting this project, so it's missing. So, go into Google Classroom, look, see if it's there. If it's there, you can email me, Mr. Matthews, subject, correct grade, and then you say, Mr. Matthews, please update my grade, check this assignment. You got to tell me what assignment it is, and then because I have to go to Google Classroom, and then I have to go back to our grade book and make sure they both match. So, if you can help me out with that, great. Some students like to kind of do this where they...
I'm not sure I understand.
Sorry, Siri, not you. They turn things in. They just click turned in, but they don't put any evidence of their learning. So they don't put a picture of what they did, so then I can't give you grades. And then I just press return, and it still shows up as missing. So please check that. Also, some of you send me and say, Mr. Matthews, you corrected the grade book. Like, can you please correct this? And I go and correct it, and I send you a message back saying, hey, it should be updated. Please go check. And then you go check, and you're like, it didn't do anything. And then I have to tell you, can you please log out of Student View or Parent View and then log back in, and then it will refresh. The only way Student View or Parent View refreshes is when you log out and then you log in again. You can't, like, you can press the refresh button and it won't update the grades. You have to log out and then log back in to see the new upgraded grade of yours. So, yeah, a lot has been happening. Students, if you can get those things turned in, that'd be great. Remember, the due dates are just when we are done with it in class, in the classroom. We're no longer having class time to work on it. So you can work on these things at home if you like to, in your own time. If you wanted to add more details or try to catch up, you can definitely turn them in, because you have until October 17th to turn in any late or missing work so that I can grade it before conferences and before your report cards are due for your first quarter. So you can turn anything all the way up to then. anything up to then. But here's the thing. We are going to keep adding assignments to our classroom. So you will get more work. It's not going to slow down. So if you are already 3 assignments behind, you may want to use this weekend to catch up, just so that you can still keep going. Because we will have 4 or 5 more assignments next week. I know one class that's going to have 10 different assignments next week. And so, it's going to be helpful for you to keep up with the pace of the class, because each class has enough time for you to do that project. You should be able, or that assignment. Everything should have enough time for you to do it. If you work a little bit slower, you might have to do some stuff at home. If you work a little bit faster and you rush through things, you might have to go back and do some things so that it looks a little bit neater, nicer, presents a better idea of what you're trying to do. So, yeah, it's time. Time is a weird thing. It goes fast and goes slow depending on how you're experiencing it. So use your time wisely this weekend to do what you need to do, whether it's rest, relax, turn in assignments so that you don't have a stressful next weekend. Whatever you do, I hope you do it well, and I hope you have a great weekend, because I am excited to see you next weekend. I have it all planned out, and it's gonna be amazing. So make good choices. I can't wait to see you on Monday. Bye.